What is good, boys? Welcome back to live gbpusd demo trading. Uh, Today I'm pretty sure on Euro it's really obvious that we want a long and we want to see price right now react off this 1 hour gap and push higher up to this high or this 1 hour gap. And we're also reacting off this 30-minute gap here. On the 4 hour we are bullish, and on the 1 hour we are also bullish. So likely this is what we want to see to move price higher on Euro. On GBP, we are bullish on the 4 hour because we broke this high, and we're bullish on the 1 hour because we closed above this high. So on GBP, it's a little different. We kind of just want to like see if we can get some sort of short on here. Because right now we're in the 1 hour gap, so like definitely we want to take shorts. We want to just find some sort of short to take. We either could short down to this 15-minute gap. I don't think price is going to want to reverse there. I think targeting this gap here and then maybe even targeting this low inside the gap is a good target. Even though it's technically not an hourly low, I just feel like we could potentially reverse sooner rather than later. And it's like, because usually I would target this low all the way down here. I just feel like there's more potential that we would reverse down here at this 30-minute gap and 30-minute low, or I guess just 15-minute low, rather than getting all the way down here and just ignoring all these other confluences here. So this is a good low to form. Somehow Euro's moving, like there's also a 1 hour SMT. Euro swept out this high. GBP stayed under this high, so GBP is the leading index for shorts. Uh, Somehow though, Euro is getting that deep retracement, and it already swept out the low that I have for my targets here. So you're probably gonna want to target here. Another thing to keep in mind is we're going back into the 15-minute gap again. But realistically, though, this is kind of another type of day where the markets could go either way. Realistically, though, higher time frame is going to hold higher power. So we're going to want to trade shorts because the 1 hour is showing us that we want to go lower. So we're going to bet on the fact that the 1 hour wants to go lower. I would have liked it more if off market open price could have, or prior to market open price could have invalidated this 1 hour gap, because then like definitely we could have just longed up to this high or this 1 hour gap here. Yeah, also keep this in mind. Price could literally reverse off this gap here as well. So right now I feel like Euro's gonna want to turn around and go ahead and try to break structure, retrace, and move higher. But now I feel like it might just fail to reach any of these highs here. I don't know why, it's just kind of like a gut feeling. I feel like GBP honestly wants longs. I feel like it's going to ignore the 1 hour gap, but I'm still going to trade on the fact that my plan's telling me that this should move price lower. Ideally, this is supposed to move price lower all the way down to this low. I don't think that's going to happen. I really would like to see a break of structure to the downside here. And like technically you have to take profits here. But you could take profits here if you're longing, but honestly, I just don't know if there's going to be any sort of entry to take. We might catch a later move and we might get a target formed here at this 1 hour gap. We might be able to short down to here. Realistically, though, there's like honestly just way too much resistance to go ahead and long this. I mean, the thing is, though, I'm not entirely against this. This would be going against our higher time frame, higher power rule, but I mean, so we're up all the week, so I'm fine just sitting out until I get something that I like. I don't like this long, so I guess I just won't take it. Plus, we don't even got a retracement yet. Like, literally, this could be the manipulation. If we manipulate the hourly highs, this could be the manipulation move we need to kickstart the move lower. I mean, honestly, the trend says continue higher, but I still feel like we're gonna get shorts. If we take out the 1 hour high, we're pushing into a 4 hour fair value gap. I don't think from there we'll go any higher for at least a little bit. Like I feel like we'd at least see a rejection down to this take profit target here before going any higher from that, because we at least would need some sort of retracement. Thing is, though, we're invalidating this 4 hour gap to get up to this gap. But technically, this doesn't matter as any sort of break because these gaps basically just like combine into one like super gap, and like yeah, likely price is gonna want to reverse lower in the long term here. Because when they stack up like this, it would need to invalidate both the gaps in order to count as a break of structure. I feel like we still could get some sort of move lower. I'm not thinking down here anymore. I'm thinking that we're gonna want to wait until later, well, unless price gives us an entry before then, but I feel like we're going to have to wait until later, and then we're going to target this 1 hour gap here, and probably full close there. Now it looks like we're in really bullish market conditions. I can take this gap off of here. As you guys can see, if we're waiting for a break of structure off market open, there's no trade to take here. Unless we were to enter longs, like literally off of prior to market open break of structure. And then close you at equilibrium. You could long up to here, which I guess would work, but like that's just not me. Yeah, and like if you're using a break of structure off market open, there literally was nothing to take here, and the buy said don't even go long. Sweeping out these highs and entering into the 4 hour gap here. Now I think it's time that we can officially kickstart this move to the downside, and we should be able to look for shorts. Honestly, if price like reaches this point, I might just close out everything there, or at least close a partial. We form this low, this could be a good spot to break. Yeah, GBP looks like it's trying to move higher, or not GBP, Euro. We broke structure to the upside, we reacted off equilibrium. If you look at equilibrium here, yeah, easily closing out of equilibrium. And from here, ideally, we long Euro up to this high or this high. Really doesn't matter, you just take profit wherever. I'll just have it here. It's just like a mock trade, by the way. I'm not actually taking this, but now, Euro, the thing is, higher time frames, it's telling me, like, Euro, I feel like we're gonna move higher, but I want GBP to move a lot lower, so it's kinda weird, cause like I need one pair to move way lower and I need one pair to move way higher for the trading plans sheesh to work. I'd like Euro's trade to play out and then like sweep out these highs or at the gap, and then it's like okay, now we can look for price to reverse. Still, if we could form a low here, we could just have price break that and then we could just short. Ideally here, so then we know it's not a fake move. We just formed the low. Now we are waiting for a break of structure off of or break of structure to this low here. Ideally, we want to see a lot of displacement in this type of situation to confirm that we're actually reversing lower. Until we get that, I probably won't enter a trade unless it's like, because if we get a break of structure and retracement here, it's gonna be like, I can just put it here just to show you guys what it would look like. It would be almost like, yeah, like, I don't know what this is, but it's really close to like, can I see it here? No, I can't. It's like 1 to 5, which we don't need to be taking that. We can wait for like actual displacement and like because you ideally want to catch the actual move because your bias could be right. You could predict that price would want to reverse down to here, but it could happen like later in the day at like 350 or like 355, and then like that entry confirmation would actually be the move, like the confirmation to kick price lower, and there could be like a confirmation before that that would invalidate the ideas. You probably could target the 15-minute high here if you want to get out early. 30-minute high up here could work too, but I still just got the gut feeling this is gonna fail because of how we move off the market open. I don't like how we moved off market open on Euro. Yeah, this is good. Like this is a good break. I mean, honestly, it's a good candle. It's not the best break. I want to see candle break invalidating at least one minute for value gap. Like we're barely breaking structure now. After this, I want to see like honestly, if we get like a couple bearish candles after this, that would not be that bad. Like I would actually like that. I will. I mean, I'll take a trade. Like I'll enter short if we get like a really high risk to reward move. But yeah, really would like to see a couple more bearish candles out of this to give us some like solid displacement. Like I don't want to see the reaction immediately after breaking structure because likely I don't know if that'll actually reverse this. I might throw in like $100 or $200 onto this trade. You're getting equilibrium. Let me zoom in. We're not hitting anything yet. Likely, I think we're gonna hit a gap. This could be a fake move though, so I'm like probably most definitely gonna go ahead and de-risk this sheesh because I don't know that this will actually be the move that we want. Are we doing the same crap as yesterday? Are we gonna miss this gap by like 1 pip and then just reverse off it? Okay, boom, we hit it. Okay. Now we want to see, we got our break of structure, we got our retracement. Now we want to see a bearish close out of this retracement. And it needs to leave our confluences, and then from there, we can go ahead, put like 2, honestly, might full risk this. I probably should full risk this because it's only, like, it's like 1 to 2. But like this is a really risky trade. But it's such a good take profit. But that's just like greedy. I mean, if we leave the fair value gap with a bearish candle, I'll take it. Honestly, we could just like wait with like a bunch of confirmation. We still need to leave the fair value gap with a bearish candle. Like that's here. Up here is like insane. If we get a bearish candle out of the gap up here, that's 5 risk reward, like I was saying. So boom, risk $200, $1,000 hit. Yeah, good. Go higher. I feel like we want to go higher. I mean, Euro straight could also just like not even play out. Okay, we're still in the gap, so I mean, we're definitely slowing down enough to like see a break here. Honestly, I'm not opposed to like breaking structure again and then retracing and then closing out of the X. That's like double like full setup confirmation, but then from there it's like you should answer here. Okay, hold on. I I really like want to enter into this with like 200 bucks if we do get the confirmation. Looks like well, never mind. I was gonna say looks like we might get it, but then we just reversed higher. Okay, we invalidated the fair value gap here. Did we go above fib? I mean, like technically we did. Nah, we pretty much definitely did here. I like it better if we could break structure to the upside and then come down, break this low, and like kind of get some displacement off it, and then we can get price lower. Yeah, because Euro might want to go higher. Like, what I would like to see is a really bullish candle off Euro that just like rips up, takes out highs, and then like climbs back down within like one candle, and then like GBP just like barely moves higher, and then like that's that. So like even if we're closing bearish here, like it needs to close out of equilibrium and it needs to close out of the fair value gap, which the fair value gap is gone. The only thing we have now is equilibrium. So if we did want to short, we'd have to have price closing out of equilibrium here, which we could get on the next candle, but I don't know. Like I'd rather this next candle break structure to the upside here, break this high, and then that would be like way better, and then we could wait for some sort of other confirmation. Because technically, like, oh yeah, I'll take this with like a $200 risk to reward. This could definitely move price lower. Or you risk $1,000, you're making $5,000. You don't need to risk so much money. Okay, I'm gonna go short here. I don't know how I got this fill. That is insane. That is like the best fill of all freaking time. Same rate though. I don't know if we'll move this much lower. Yeah, I'll put it like right above these highs. Because this is kind of like a mock trade. If this trade doesn't play out and we get another short, I'll probably take that one with like a real amount of money. This one is definitely like a mock trade. It's just like if this hits, we can make some decent profits, but like there's no reason to full risk and overexpose yourself in this situation when you're not the biggest fan of the setup here. Well, it's not that I'm not the biggest fan of the setup. It's just like, why would I risk more than I need to? Because, like, this high of a risk to reward likely doesn't end up hitting compared to, like, it still could, though. That's the thing. Like, compared to, like, normal stuff where it's, like, 1 to 1, that's what you'd want to take. But, like, honestly, what if it gets to a point, like, there's no missing confirmation here. Like, I waited for the correct candle closure. I'd like to see us break this low and stop going lower and climbing up higher. Because, yeah, now if we lose, instead of losing like $1,000 on some like long shot of a freaking trade, we just end up uh, losing $168 and we can still trade on the day. So we're just like heavily de-risking. I don't know how I got this fill though. Like this is like the best fill of all time. I would love this hit because of this fill, but I do feel like we will. Yeah, Euro is just making me think that we so want to just move higher. Even in like the long term, we might want to move higher. But it's like literally, I was supposed to get entered on this candle here, but instead I got entered all the way up here, which is like the best time to get entered in at. I wonder if we could react with this 1 minute gap here. That would be dope if price decides it doesn't want to go this high and wants to. Yeah, because right now we're in it. We're in the 1 minute gap right now, so yeah, we might want to move lower. I mean, you might as well just push your stops. Yeah, yeah, put your stops right up here. Like a pip above the high. Okay, we're probably gonna get stopped out. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Now, though, would be the time to enter because this is like. I hope we can maintain this candle. If we don't break structure off this candle, then it's like cooked. Like if buyers just like eat this thing up, then like that sucks. But like if we could at least break structure, that would be really good, and this would be some solid displacement. Imagine this hits, and then imagine you end up risking like $1,000 for this, bro. But like this trade is just giving me like weird vibes though. Like I'm honestly just feeling like we're not going to get this low. I feel like we want to move higher, like before taking this out for whatever reason. But like I'll have my full take profit here, so in case we like rip through the gap. But like still, this could hit. It's so epic if this could hit because it's just like such an easy take profit hit. Probably like I might even get mad at myself if this hits and I wasn't full risking because like yeah, then it's like bro, you could have made $5,000 if you risk $1,000 on this trade. I mean, if we can keep printing these like bearish candles, just going like one candle after another, like I'd be pretty happy. Now though, it's like if we get a fair value gap retracement, this would be like the best like goldenest time to enter short. Literally, I might even size up if we get that. I just like entered there, just risking like more, cause then you're cashing in like a couple bucks. There's no way we don't fill this imbalance though. Like even though I don't want prices to really push higher because I want it to go in my direction, there's no way that we're not gonna come up into this imbalance and react lower off it. Okay, we went into it, right? I mean, not yet. There we go. Okay. Now from here, I might low-key size up. Bro, I swear, if we react off the 5 minute gap, that would just be so freaking stupid. That would be so freaking stupid. Yeah, reject. Reject out of the gap, and if we were to short here, it would be from this side down to here, down to like the gap. You shouldn't even, like, I'm being real with you guys, you shouldn't even be taking profit here. This gap is not even formed. It's just like likely gonna form by the time price gets down to here. Guess we're anticipating like a larger move, bro. But like this would be the time to short. We'll be making a little bit more, and I want to size up, but I mean, there's no reason to. Yeah, like there isn't a reason to size up right now, so I'm probably not going to. We closed out of the gap, so like this is another entry. This is like the more I would full risk here because we already got the displacement that we'd want. So we're obviously breaking. We got the retracement for the better entry, and then we react off the gap. Now it's like we should move lower. Did we hit equilibrium? Because we might want to hit that. Okay, no, we already got that. So yeah, there's like in this, I don't. There's nowhere to take profit here. That's what's like really annoying to me. Like Euro is just continuously just chopping it up higher, or not chop. It's just like consistently forming higher highs and higher lows. And literally, we might be making an SMT on gbpusd. So, but then where do you take profit if that's the case? I feel like we over like the long period of time, we gotta move lower on GBP because like where else are we gonna go? Like, do we have to treat like bearish market, like bullish market conditions, like bearish market conditions? What if we do? Because this is like real. No, because like the short moves have played out in the past. Because the reason it's like now I'm feeling like we should have taken profit there is because we did move lower. That's the thing. We did get to move lower that we would want. If we were full risking this, this would be the best freaking short of the century. Just imagine this, but like times five. That's like $2,000. I like it so much better if we could just reject lower and just start moving lower. But we have broken structure to the upside, but we're still within the 1 minute gap, so oh, what if we just want a 5 minute retracement? I mean Loki, yeah, that could be it. Now, like literally if we get a 1 minute like break of structure, this would be a whole 5 minute entry. But yeah, likely we're gonna form the 1 hour gap, and we might just not get stopped out until then, and then over time we'll just move towards the 1 hour gap and then take profits there. So yeah, pretty simple. Yes, reject lower. Why are we forming a doji, bro? Oh gosh, I'm actually bored, bro. do we want to move higher? Like, is this gonna be a situation where we don't take out these lows and we come and take them out later? And then we either target these lows and then this gap, or are we going to actually get down here? Because we definitely predicted price action and predicted how price would move. It's just wouldn't have been anywhere to target. Maybe price is just stalling out up here for when it forms the 1 hour gap, and then it'll actually like move down here like after 4, like it'll actually move down here and we'll be able to take profits down here. Maybe that's what'll happen. We're just consolidating, just chopping it up with these small lot candles in the gap. We're just waiting for price to reject hard out of the gap. Only issue is we are in an uptrend, so the moves higher are going to be bigger than the moves lower. But we probably need some sort of freaking retracement here. On the higher time frames, we're pretty due for a freaking retracement. We got it on Euro. Could be in SMT for longs. Thing is, we're way too high here. Bro, are we just gonna like eat this candle up again? Or are we like actually gonna move higher? Cause like if we lose, I really don't care, and I might honestly be done trading for today. Bro, but it's like we keep rejecting. So are we gonna go lower for real? Or are we not? Because we might, like if we break structure here, it's full 5 minute entry confirmation and it looks great. And if we close out of the gap, that looks great, dude. Like literally here would be the time to size up. This is everything with like bonus confirmation too off the 5 minute. I mean, Euros moved pretty high. We've taken off 15 minute highs. It's just like slow and consistent. That's the thing. It's not showing any signs of. Did we eat this candle up? I mean, kind of. Like, we broke structure, but like, out of the 1 minute, like, you should take a 5. If you're on the 5 minute, you should take a trade off this. But ideally, this next candle is where you enter. Bro, do not eat every single candle up, bro. Bro, just imagine you were in with like $1,000 here. Like, you'd be up so much right now, bro. This was an entry point. This would have been like full risk entry point. You would be in to make a little bit more money. And you'd have a partial in. I really think full closing here is a pretty good idea. Just because I don't know if we're going to want to move that low. Only because we're very bearish. Or not bearish, we're very bullish. That's the only reason. Okay, let's just move lower forever, dude. Let's go below this long. Let's just move lower forever. Yeah. Maybe we'll get another retracement. And then maybe that'll finally move us lower. Oh my gosh, I'm so bored. Oh my gosh, I'm setting full take profits here. Bro, like, there's like so many entries to take. There is an entry to take by now. Betting on price going down here is definitely the move to take. So, like, I might just do something else and just let this trade run, or I might just go to sleep because I'm tired. I'm so thirsty though. I might go get some water. I mean, we should be rejecting off of. Yeah, okay. We should be rejecting off of that 1 minute gap, and we are, so that's good. The market's so indecisive today. That's a really good freaking candle. Maybe this is the move that we want. Man, like euros, maybe I think this might be what we're gonna do. I think GBP, why are we doing that? GBP might just consolidate here for like a solid minute. Euro will either go to take out this high or this 1 hour gap. And then once we finally do that, GBP will finally be allowed to move lower. That might be what'll happen. I don't know where the frick this came from though. That is actually making me mad. I don't know where we got this random 1 minute candle from. But it just looks so much like this is a head and shoulders pattern. I can see it. We're gonna move lower. Bro, what is there even to do on my phone? Oh my gosh, bro. Can we just move, please? Oh my goodness, bro. Like, we're gonna find the 1 hour gap and then we should do it there. That's what should happen. In the candles look pretty good here, at least on the 15 minutes. But then we keep forming these crazy bullish candles, and then we just reject, and then I don't really know what price is doing. Yeah, this will be like my one and only trade for today. We're just gonna stay on here till 4. And if by 4 we're still in, I'll set full take profits once price hits the 1 hour gap, or if it hits the 1 hour gap, and then we'll just call it there. Okay, well, just in case, out of nowhere, we rip down to here. Setting full take profit here. I'll be back. I'm gonna go get some water. Hopefully it won't like hit take profit or stop me out while I'm gone. Okay, yeah, might literally just pause the recording so then I can just like do whatever. Yeah, might just pause the recording here so then I can do whatever. And yeah, and I'll just update you guys whether uh one of three things happen. Either we hit take profit or like we're about to hit take profit and then I'll unpause the recording so you guys can watch take profit get hit. Or two, we're about to get stopped out and I'll unpause it so you guys can watch me get stopped out. Or 4 a.m. hits and we're still not really moving and you guys can watch me have full take profit at the gap and then I'll just leave. So yeah, I'm gonna pause and then I'll unpause in like 15 minutes once 4 a.m. hits. So yeah, see you guys in a bit. Okay, I'm unpausing this now. We like are literally almost about to take profit here. Yeah, this looks great now. So, hoping. Okay, yeah, we just closed there. That's the take profit. You want to see? Oh, we really got cooked there though. I mean, hey, a win is a win. So yeah, that'll do it for today, guys. Literally unpause it immediately. We're on here, and then we're gonna take profit. I did not need to close that early though. That's the thing. I could have waited till we actually hit the gap. I wonder if we'll reverse. We have not formed the gap yet, though. That's the thing. The gap has not been formed at all. I wonder if I closed a little too early here. Because I wanted to close down here, but then immediately we get eaten back up, and then, yeah, we reject. So, did kind of screw up on the close. But, hey, like I said, a win is a win. And we will take that. I honestly could have gone for a partial here. I just don't think we're going to move that much lower, but imagine we full ported this sheesh, bro. Like, that's just a normal risk, $1,000. Wait, would the margin be too tight? Like, I actually have to know. Okay, it would have been. Well, could we just under risk and so it's not $500? Like, I'm so fine losing. Like, bro, at least. But hey, a win is a win. We're up about 2K on the week. Hope you guys, I'll put this at, we'll just say $900, just round up from there. $900 Mm, Jeez, gosh, $900 win. Hope you guys enjoyed this live demo trading recap. And yeah, I definitely closed too early here. Yeah, the gap's not even formed yet. We just smashed through the gap. But like, you gotta take profit somewhere. And it's likely gonna be here. Here, like, would have been the best spot to take profit for at least like a partial or something. But hey, I mean, it's like dope. Risk $200 to make almost 1,000, so it's freaking amazing. Anyway, so yeah, that'll do it for today's recap. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys tomorrow for Thursday's recap. Thursday, we do have a lot of high impact news, so really, we could just stay off the markets for the rest of the week, secure like 2K, but honestly, I might do that. Okay, so I'm gonna have like a really like strict bias for the rest of the week. So let me just show you guys what news I'm dealing with for the rest of this week, which is making me really not want to trade because I literally haven't lost all week, which is pretty insane. This is a really good week. But like Thursday, this news is literally I have this logged in my like news log of like news that'll like cause me to lose and like are really impactful. Like this is like the exact new setup that is likely to make me lose and likely to not give price a good move. This has not happened before, so like really, like honestly, I could just not trade. Still going to anyways. But like if I lose on that news again and it's the bias is wrong and I lose because like of that chunk. Like tomorrow's literally predicted as a loss, so I should just not trade. Hmm, I don't know though. Okay, I'm gonna end the recording though. I'll see you guys next, or not next week. I'll see you guys tomorrow.